Hello! This
Hi.
is not what I had intended to hit, but hi, everybody! Hello! Hi, kitty. I can see you looking at me. Hi, everybody! Welcome to Tuesday! Things got shuffled around and are weird because scheduling is hard. And apparently... Yeah, it's fine. Coordinating things is always difficult. And I'm trying to work things out as best I can for everybody, but it means stream is today and not tomorrow. So, there's that. Hello, everyone! Good to see all of you wonderful, wonderful beans today. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So now that I've lied to you guys for the second time this week, this is where we bonk me for with a hammer. I will, in fact, do it myself. Where is it? There it is.
I was about to say, let me grab that. Bonk.
So yeah.
I'm having a very slow day.
There's a lot of very slowness going around at the moment. So yeah. Let do be a thing. We're gonna keep it a bit brief tonight. We're gonna be opening the box, and that's kind of it. So yeah, because I've got something I'm wanting to do tonight as well. And I'm realizing that my vacation is less vacation and more, I now have more time to deal with other shit with my head in a scramble rather than it being work related. Yesterday was the day off. Now we deal with everything else.
Lord.
There's a lot of things I got to catch up on that I haven't been able to. So that's now the goal for the week.
Oh yeah, question before you start unboxing.
Okay.
Final Fantasy question. Did they add another tier of gear to craft, or?
There will be, yes. It's not
Oh
out
god.
yet, but it will be coming out.
That means gonna have to pentamill that.
Yes. That it will be a thing that I'll need to focus on. Oh boy.
I'll go focus on getting the money for that.
I don't think we should force ourselves to. We do a bunch of other stuff. We don't need to race for it or anything.
But I like actually having the latest shit.
That is fair. That is completely fair. So today, we've got an Avatar Play Booster. We're going to be opening 30 packs of 11 cards each. We're going to have quite the collection when this is done. And I'm hoping we get to pull some fun stuff. I'm mostly just in it for like, hey, fuck it. Let's have a good time. Yeah, yes, but it's good to see everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful heckin' Tuesday. Heck, I'm losing track of what day it is already.
All right.
Benji, help! It's not even. We're barely into this vacation. I've already lost track of what I'm doing.
Think I keep track of the days?
I don't know.
Barely keep track of the days myself.
Oh boy. Yeah, I guess you do have to occasionally have me remind you.
The only reason why I remember is because I look at my phone often.
Yeah, that's fair. So that way you just have the calendar right there telling you what it is. I usually with vacations like this, if I'm allowed to blob for too long, I will start losing track of what day it is too.
So you kind of have to like set an alarm to say, hey, vacation over.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Yeah. It's like, no, sorry, your vacation's over. You've got to start dealing with things again. Unfortunately for me, I'm having to deal with things all the time, so... Okay. I don't just get the raw benefit of losing track of stuff, because it's like, okay, I've got this today, I got this today. The meticulous planner in me is like happy for the organization, but also sad because my entire calendar is filled and I don't get to just the blob anymore. Beetle-headed merchants. Whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, draw a card and put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Oh boy. Beetle-headed merchants. Water bending lesson. Draw 3 cards and discard a card unless you water bend 2. Tap your artifacts and creatures to help. Okay, interesting. So I actually have been playing more Magic recently, and that's part of what I'm doing tonight. I'm actually going to pop into my game store tonight and actually play against people
Oh lord.
that aren't in my usual circle. I've been wanting to do it for a while. I've always been so busy that I haven't. And I'm finally getting the chance, which is good. Feature Boar Elk Bird Ox. This creature dies, gain 3 life. Sacrifice this creature, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. Ooh. Okay. Chicken pork, deer pork, and beef pork. It's all just pork. All pork.
Pork gives me gas.
So what, you're saying we could fill up a tank?
Oh my god.
Cars, baby! Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. Oh boy, just instant high! Destruction! Treetop Freedom Fighters. 2/1 haste. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 white ally creature token. Okay. Interesting. The Jet card. Cycle of Renewal. Sacrifice a land, search your library for up to 2 basic lands, put them onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Ah, yes. The classic green mana ramp. Cat Owl. Fly Cat Bird. When this feature attacks, and tap an artifact or creature. Oh, gross. That's not disgusting. A lot of my commander pod plays there's so much green. It's either 5 mana or green for most of them. It's really weird. There's not a lot of people playing red, blue, or white. I'm one of the only few. I have my own slice of the colored pie, all to myself, I guess. Destined Confrontation. Each player chooses any number of creatures they control with total power 4 or less and sacrifices all other creatures they control. Oh boy. Hey, you're either small or you're dead. It's actually not bad. Zhong Zhong, the Deserter. Hey, let's go. Firebend everything. White Lotus Reinforcements. Human Soldier Ally Vigilance. Other allies you control get +1/+1. Fun little card. And the art is so dark too. Hard to see. Hey, we got Appa. Flying Bison acquired. When Appa enters, airbend any number of other... We're going flying today. When Appa enters, airbend any number of target non-land permanents you control. Ooh. Okay. Whenever you cast this spell from exile. Interesting. So this thing is flash too. So something is gonna potentially be dangerous. Just suddenly Appa. Okay. Not a bad idea, because it's better than having it get sent to the graveyard or back to your hand, in theory anyway. Firebender Ascension. Every creature you control attack causes a triggered ability of that creature to trigger. Put a quest counter on this enchantment. It has 4 or more quest counters. You may copy that ability. Choose new targets for the ability. Or you may choose new targets for the ability. Oh boy. Oh boy. That has several dangerous implications for the deck I run. The firebending part of it doesn't really do much for me, but considering Kilo happens, I can attack with Kilo, proliferate, and then proliferate again. All the counters. That's That's not dangerous or anything for a 2 cost to just sit on the board.
Meanwhile, May has no idea what's being said.
Hey.
I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh, so unless things are in Yu-Gi-Oh terms, I'm like, what?
Right. Ooh, I got whole. Okay, I got foil Aang. What the fuck? Some people are trying to jump Mayan in one of the Winter Nexus ice sites by combat scanning him. That's
a
funny.
mining site, right?
Yeah, he is.
So then, like, they can't get in.
They can't get in unless they're in mining ships themselves. That's funny. Alright, so Aang at the crossroads. When Aang enters, you may look at the top 5 cards of your library. Put a creature card with mana value of 4 or less from them remaining onto your battlefield, with the rest in the bottom of the library in any order. When another creature you control leaves the battlefield, transform Aang at the beginning of... Okay. Beginning at the next up... Aang Destined Savior. Flying. Land creatures you control have vigilance. At the beginning of combat, your turn, Earthbend 2. Got it. Earthbending Aang. God, understood. Target land you control becomes a 0/0 creature with haste that is still a land. Put 2 1/1 counters on it. When it dies or is expelled, return to the battlefield tapped. Damn.
Okay, what the heck is
crazy.
tapping cards, dude?
So basically, to activate most abilities or to attack the creature, it enters a tapped or downed state. It means that it cannot, a tapped creature, for example, cannot block your opponent's attacks. Because in Magic, you don't declare attacks against other creatures. Only a type of creature called the Planeswalker, is generalization, or you basically declare an attack on a person directly, and then they have to choose if they're blocking with something or not.
Okay, so it's not like Yu-Gi-Oh where you can just say attack specific monster.
Right. It's not like Yu-Gi-Oh where you have to go through the entire board first and then attack the life points. You just go for the life points and the defender chooses if they want to stop it or not. And with what? But you cannot defend with something that is tapped. So,
you have to be tactical with what you choose to be. Basically, you're choosing who is your active units and who are your defense units by tapping and not tapping.
Right. Who are you attacking with? Who are you using abilities? Who are you defending with?
Okay, that makes sense.
And then, yeah, Aang is just a funny little card there. That's a thing that I might make a deck out of in the future. Misty Palms Oasis. This land enters tapped. Okay, yep. And then we got a token ally card. We have an ally. Not a bad first booster. We got Aang. Let's go. We have the potential to get a lot more here.
Wait, shit, there's an S-Rank in Yaktel for once.
Oh, shit.
See if I can go grab it.
Okay, we got Lightning Strike. Deals 3 damage to any target. Azula always lies. Choose one or both. Target creature gets 1/1 until end of turn. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature.
Oh my lord, honey, I am getting into Balmung for once.
Oh snap, she's going to Balmung. Honey, if you get stopped by an ERP player, I can't help you. If somebody fights,
I'm going straight for the S-Rank in Yaktal.
There you go. You can finally do it.
Yaktal. Yeah, I could actually do this one.
Hey, another water
Sense
bending
a powerful
lesson.
mark. Yeah, I better.
Glider Kids. Creature. Human pilot ally. Flying. When this creature enters Scry 1. I guess it does have flying. It feels a little expensive for what it's trying to do, though.
Holy hell! A lot of people are going into Balmung.
Turtle Black! Pay 3 until end of turn. This creature has beast power 4 and gains trample? What is this turtle duck? What? This is just a silly little guy. It's a silly little turtle bird. Pretending Pox Bearers. When this creature dies, create a 1/1 ally creature token. Alright, well, that's a thing. Wandering Musicians. Oh no, the makers of Secret Tunnel Song. When this creature attacks, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. I'm hoping we pull Secret Tunnel. War balloon, artifact vehicle, flying. Put 1 fire counter on this vehicle. As long as this vehicle has 3 or more fire counters on it, it's an artifact creature. Crew 3, okay. Interesting.
So I have been warned that the Dawn Trail S ranks are absolutely like dungeon bosses, and they are very capable of knocking you on your ass.
Yes, you've got to pay attention to mechanics. I wish you luck. Earth Rumble. Earthbend 2. When you do up to target 1 target creature you control fights target creature an opponent controls. Okay. So I Earthbend, and then I attack. They're really, oh my word, they're trying so hard to get buy-in and they can't do it. That's so funny.
Oh, that's funny.
Master Piandao, nice. When the Master Piandao attacks, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an ally, equipment, or lesson card from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay, that could be a way to generate more equipment in an equipment-based deck. However, I get the feeling that there are better, cheaper cards for that. Wow. They adjust the camera here a little bit better. Come on. There we go. White Lotus Hideout. Okay. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this lesson. Okay, so I can add a colorless. Add 1 mana of any color to cast only a lesson or shrine spell. Or I could pay 2 and tap this for 1 mana of any color. Okay. Good in specific decks, I would assume. The Last Agni Kai. Oh boy. That's a fun card I've heard plenty about. Target creature you control fights target creature an opponent controls. If the creature the opponent controls is dealt excess damage this way, add that much red mana. Until end of turn, you don't lose unspent red mana steps as phases end. That's just mean, especially in my deck with all the potential counters. I could just choose so much evil stuff with the Last Agni Kai. Get big, nuke something small, gain a bunch of excess red mana, do something crazy with it. Cruel Administrator, creature human soldier. Raid, this creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it if you attack this turn. Whenever this creature attacks, create 2/2 red soldier token with firebending 1. Interesting. An interesting card. North Pole Gates. This land enters tapped. Add red or blue, or add white or blue. Sacrifice this land, draw a card. Interesting. And then copy. Dystopia. Okay, so this is yep, okay, got it. Some fun cards, though. I'm interested to play with some of it. I know enough about Magic at this point. I've played enough to just start doing dumb stuff. Probably not good dumb stuff, but funny dumb stuff. And funny dumb stuff is the best dumb stuff. I'll be honest. All right. Razor Rings deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. You gain life equal to the excess damage dealt this way. Okay. So I can gain 3 life that way. Elfish Audience. Add green. Control a creature with power 4 or greater. Add 2 green instead. Basically mana creature. Okay. Porcupine. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. That's funny. Canyon Crawler, Death Touch. When this creature enters, create a food token. Okay. An artifact with tap 2 and itself sacrifice this token, you gain 3 life. Swamp Cycling 2, discard this card. Search your library for a swamp card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Forecasting Fortune Teller. When this creature enters, create a clue token. It's an artifact with 2, sacrifice this token, draw a card. That's an interesting way of getting more cards. Sandbender's Storm. Choose 1. Destroy target creature with power 4. Greater Earthbend 3. Okay. Target land you control becomes a 0/0 creature with haste. It's still land. You're right. Okay. Sandbender's Storm isn't terrible. least it doesn't feel that way. But then again, it's pretty high cost for it. Barrels of Blasting Jelly. Artifact. Pay 1, add mana of any color, activate only once each turn. Tap 5 and tap this. Sacrifice this artifact, deals 5 damage to target creature. What's the point of this? I mean, I guess it just lets you get mana of any color if you want it, but that's such a weird workaround. Hey, Suki Kyoshi Warrior! Suki's power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Oh god, that's not dangerous for any reason at all. Whenever Suki attacks, create a 1/1 allied creature token that's tapped and attacking. Oh boy. I can think of some weird shenanigans that you might be able to get into with this one. Fatal Fissure. Choose target creature. When that creature dies this turn, Earthbend 4. Woohoo! Damn. So pick something that's going to die and then just immediately start earthbending. Professor Zay, Anthropologist. Discard a card, draw a card. Sacrifice Professor Zay, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand, activate only once per turn. Oh god, that's potentially really dangerous. Okay, what else we got? Flopsy! Boomy's Buddy! Enters, put a 1/1 counter on a creature you control. Each creature you control with power 4 or greater can't be blocked by more than one creature. Ooh. Ooh, that's mean. Oh, that's good, though. Iroh! Grand Lotus! We got him. We got him. Firebending 2. During your turn, each non-lesson instant and sorcery card in your graveyard is flashback. Okay. Flashback is, yeah, okay. So basically you have to pay full cost from it, but you can play it from the grave. Then exile it. During your turn, each lesson card in your graveyard has flashback 1. Oh, okay. So only 1. Got it. The Spirit Oasis. Legendary enchantment shrine. When the Spirit Oasis enters, draw a card for each shrine you control. Whenever another shrine you control enters, draw a card. So basically good in shrine decks, but I've never seen shrine decks before. North Pole Gates we've seen before, and then an ally. Okay. Lots of different archetypes. If I'm not careful, I'm going to end up wanting to build a bunch of different decks. I may end up doing that. Oh my word. Because they'd be fun. I just see cards with fun abilities and I'm like, how could I use this to the best of my ability, even if it's a little bit on the silly side? Doesn't have to be optimal, it just needs to be fun to play. Oh, as I in and out and in and out.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, I bonked the camera. I just started going up and down and up and down and up and down. What do you think I was saying?
Listen, you know my brain is freaking lewd.
Can we just talk about how yesterday was apparently really, really charged? Why was it everybody had something sus to say? Even the game had something sus to say. It's like, yes,
That set me for a loop.
today was Monday. Today is Smash Monday, apparently.
That
Rabaru
what
True.
is Super Smash Brothers.
Apparently. But, you know, not the game. Whenever here to land you control enters, this creature gains flying until the end of turn and you gain 1 life. That's crazy. And then plane cycling. Rebellious Captives. Human Peasant Ally. Exhaust 6. Put 2 1/1 counters on this creature, then Earthbend 2. Okay. Got it. Fire Nation Raider. Ready when this creature enters, if you attack this turn, create a clue token. Sacrifice this token, draw a card. Callous Inspector. Menace. This creature can't be blocked by 2 or more creatures. When this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to you. Create a clue token. The fuck's the point of that? That's probably useful in a very niche situation. Lost Days. The owner of target creature or enchantment puts into their library from the second to the top or the bottom. Okay. Wait. Interesting. You create a clue token. So some semi-removal, I suppose, but that's really expensive. Kyoshi Warriors. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 ally creature token. Okay. So if you have a way to get this back over and over and over again, create a million creatures. Merchant of Many Hats. I remember this guy. Return this card from your graveyard to your hand. If you pay 2 and a you can just keep getting it over and over. Doc the ferryman, the fishmonger, Bushi the river cleaner, depending whatever. Oh my god. Cat Gator. Lifelink. When this creature enters, it deals damage equal to any number of swamps you control to any target. Oh god. That's gross. I can definitely see why it's 7 mana. You just have a ton of swamps. You could just start nuking anybody. Knowledge Seeker. Hey, we got a Fox Spirit. Vigilance. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. When this creature dies, create a clue token. Okay. Definitely not the strongest, but it exists. Earth Kingdom Jailer. When this creature enters, exile up to 1 target artifact creature enchantment your opponent controls mana available 3 or less. Okay, so basically get rid of it as fast as possible. Start exiling a bunch of stuff. Mean and effective. Diligent use Zookeeper. Each non-human you get +1 for each of its different creature types up to a maximum of 10. Oh god. There's something behind this. United Front. Create X1 ally creature tokens with put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Okay. Wait. Oh, I see. So create a bunch of ally creature tokens and then create a bunch. Wait. So this just gives me +1/+1 counters. In theory, for 3 mana. I don't have to create a bunch of them. It just gives me +1/+1 for each creature I control. That's dangerous. I'm thinking of all the ways that can be used. And then Pretending Poxbearers, we've seen that. A basic Plains, and another copy. Okay, not bad. Pretty good pack there. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. We gotta change it up. Not that one. Give me the bill. Actually, we're not even gonna go billiards. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna pull up the Monster Cat. Probably for the best. Otherwise, we're gonna be looping the same song for like 30 minutes. We're not even after anything specific is the weird part. Like, we're not after anything today. We're just trying to...
I'm just imagining fucking Mario 64's carousel theme playing.
Iguana parrot flying. Okay, Forest, Ally, Lost Days, Water Tribe Captain. Pay 5 creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. That's pretty steep. Badger Mole. When this creature enters Earthbend 2. Okay. Vegan Archers. Reach. When this creature enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Diley Indoctrination. Oh god. Choose one. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land permanent card from it. That player discards that card? That's so mean! Or you could just Earthbend too. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. How to start a riot. Target creature gains menace until end of turn. Creatures target players control. Target player controls get +2/+0 until end of turn. Hey! Riot! Oh god. That's a mean one. Earth Village Ruffians. When this creature enters or dies, Earthbend 2. That's it. It just... Alright, cool. Accumulate Wisdom. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of those cards in your hand and the rest at the bottom in any order. Put each of the cards in your hand instead if there are 3 or more lesson cards in your graveyard. So if you got a bunch of lessons, you just get 3 cards. Seismic Sense. Look at the top X cards of your library. X is the number of lands you control. Oh god. For green, that's dangerous. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them, put in your hand, put the rest in the bottom of your deck in a random order. That's just terrifyingly effective for 1 mana. Heartless Act. Choose one. Destroy target creature with no counters on it. Remove the 3 counters from target creature. That is pretty mean. Elemental Teachings. Search your library for 4 different land cards with different names and reveal them. An opponent chooses two of those cards and put those cards into your graveyard. And the rest of the battlefield tapped, then shuffled. Okay. More ramping. Wartime Protesters. Creature, human, rebel, ally. Haste. Whenever another ally you control enters, put a 1/1 counter. Oh, God. Wait. That's insanely good. Wait. No. Hold on. That's mean. That's mean. Oh, but it has to be an ally specifically, not another creature. So if you had an ally deck, that could proliferate. Okay, wait, never mind. That doesn't work with Keeler because it's specifically ally and not creature. Damn, I was excited for like half a second because that was just mean. Just 1/1s. All the 1/1s. You got a bunch of ally tokens, though. If you had a way of generating a bunch of ally tokens, that would be the way to do it. Okay. Swamp. Ally. Another rabbit. Another rebellious captives. Fire Nation Raider. Inspector. Lost Days. Was that second Lost Days in this? No, I'm losing. Why did I think there was another Lost Days in here? I'm losing my mind a little. Airbending lesson. Airbend target non-land permanent. Okay. And then draw a card. Removal, baby. Abandon attachments. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Damn. Just abandon 1 card and then you get 2 for it. It's fine, guys. Shared roots. Invasion Submersible. Oh, boy. When this vehicle enters, return up to 1 other target permanent to its owner's hand. Okay, exhaust Waterbend 3. This creature becomes an artifact creature. Put 3 1/1 counters on it. Okay. So it's temporary removal, and then you have to pay 3 more to have it become a 3/3 artifact creature. That's not ideal. I was hoping for something cooler. Diley Agents. When this creature enters, Earthbend 1, then Earthbend 1 again. Okay, so whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with 1/1 counters on them. Oh, God. That could be so mean. That has the potential to be really mean. Combustion Technique. Combustion Technique deals 2 damage plus the number of luster cards in your graveyard to target creature. Okay. Alt art of the last Agni Kai? Wait. Hold on a second. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I need to look this up now.
Thought.
Holding thought. Grab that thought by the balls.
What if it doesn't have any?
Grab it by the balls. Okay, I can't find anything for this? Hang on. I'm trying to find the specific card, but I couldn't find it. Because this is an alternate art of the last Agni Kai. Oh no, it's the borderless version. Okay, so it's a $5 card, but it's still a really fun one. That's a cool one to get though. Target creature you control fights another creature opponent controls. Yep, add that much. So we've gotten the last Agni Kai before, but now we got the borderless version now, which is cool. Whoop! And then Long Fang, Grand Secretariat. Whenever a creature you control or land, okay, graveyard from the battlefield, 1/1 counter on a target creature you control. So when things are dying, get 1/1 counters. Oh man, that last Agni Kai card is really cool. It's so good. It's so cool. Nice. The stack is already big. We're barely into it, and the stack of cards is already huge. Look at this. It's already beefy. I'm excited. Okay, let's see. I'm realizing that there's a bit of a method to this for getting the foil last. Kyoshi Village. Okay, so basic sack land draw card. An ally. The Iguana Parrot. Path to Redemption. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. Sacrifice this aura. Exile enchanted creature. Create a 1/1 ally creature token. Activate only during your turn. Oh man. Wow. Path to Redemption. Just a casual F you. You can't do anything. That's mean. I'm setting that to the side. I've needed some specific kind of stop doing stuff. And that would be it. That can disrupt a lot of stuff. Wall-top Sentries, Reach and Death Touch. When this creature dies, if there's a lesser card in your graveyard, you gain 2 life. Okay. Boomy Bash. Choose one. Boomy Bash deals damage equal to target number of lands you control the target creature. Destroy target land, creature, or non-basic land. Oh man, land deletion. Pirate Peddlers. Death Touch. When you sacrifice another permanent, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Ooh, that's mean. Watery Grasp. Enchant creature. Enchant creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Oh! Oh, that's just mean. That's just mean in all sorts of ways. Excuse me while I put that to the side in list of ways to royally destroy people. Water Trap Rallier. Okay, there's an ally. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature with a card with power 3 or less from among them. Put it in your hand. Put the rest in your bottom library in the random order. Okay. Shared Root. Search for your basic library for a basic land card. Put it on the battlefield tap. Yep, we've seen that before. Fire. The Fire Nation attacks! Create 2 red social tokens with Firebending 1. Flashback 8. Oh boy. I mean, that's not that crazy, it feels like. Everything's changed. Gather the White Lotus. Create a 1/1 ally creature token for each planes you control. Scry 2. That's a little better. The Legend of Roku. As the saga enters, and after you draw a step, add a lore counter. Exile the top 3 cards of your library. Until the next turn, you may play those cards. Add 1 mana of any color. Exile the saga, then turn it to the battlefield transformed under your control, which is Avatar Roku. Firebending 4. When those creature attacks, add 4 red mana. Pay 8, create a 4/4 red drawing creature. Okay, this isn't insane. It's fun and cool, but it's definitely not insane. And then a foil Master Piandao. Nice. Still fun though. Still pretty fun, pretty cool. Heck yeah. All right. Slowly just working our way through this. I'm not entirely sure what to expect when I go in for locals today. My deck has gotten upgrades, but those upgrades aren't tested, if that makes sense. So they could very easily not go. They could not do it.
Yeah, the meta might be able to just defeat them anyway, type of deal.
I mean, it depends, because everybody's gonna talk about what power they're operating at before the game starts, so we can kind of match each other a little bit, so it's not just a wash for somebody. Ow! Hey, Tornado. Apparently, a lot of the group that I play with have done decently at the game store, so I might do okay, but we'll see. Origin of Metal Bellowing. Choose one. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, and then put a 1/1 less counter on creature you control. Engage indestructible until end of turn. How's it going, Tornado? It's good to see you. Cunning maneuver. Target creature gains +3/+1 until end of turn. And then create a clue token. Sold out. Exile target creature. It was dealt damage this turn. Create a clue token. The Iguana Parrot. Compassionate Healer. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, you gain 1 life and scry 1. That... huh. That definitely has the potential to be extremely interesting. Cycle of Renewal. The Cat Owl. Ember Island Production. Choose one. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it's not legendary, and it's a 4/4 hero in addition to its other types. That has some very, very, very mean implications. Create a token that's a copy of target creature your opponent controls, except it's not legendary, and it's a 2/2 coward in addition to its other types. Oh god, the legendary creature rule doesn't apply when you cast Ember Island Production. That's mean. That's really, 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 really mean. Excuse me while I set that over here into the possible ways to fuck with people. Katsuo. Oh boy. I need to refund those. I should have turned those off. That's my bad. I can't, unfortunately, complete those redeems when I'm using the hand cam.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately. Let me go ahead and... Nope, not that one. Actually, that one, yeah. So I need to turn these off real quick. I'll get those refunded. Yeah, because I can't use VTube Studio because my camera is the hand cam. If I try to use 2 cameras, it goes very badly. My PC doesn't like me all that much. It's kind of extremely awkward, unfortunately. I would like to get that changed eventually. Would love to see that, right? Oh, I'm not sure we would. I'm not so sure about that one. I don't think we need me to Okay, there we go. I don't think we need my PC falling apart. Everything crashing. Airbender's Reversal. Choose one. Destroy attacking target creature. Airbend target creature you control. Okay, that's just mean. That's just mean. Zhao the Moon Slayer. Menace. Non-basic lands enter tapped. Oh, God. Put a Conquer counter on Zhao. As long as Zhao has 1 counter on him, non-basic lands are mountains. They lose all other land types and abilities and have tap 1 to add. Oh, wow. That's really mean. Excuse me while I put that over with the fuck 'em up. Faded Firepower. This enchantment enters the X fire counters on it. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or permanent to an opponent controls, deals that much damage. Oh. Opponent or a permanent opponent controls deals that much damage plus an amount of damage equal to the number of fire counters on this enchantment instead. Oh, Firepower is just gross. Excuse me while I put that over here. And then Hog Monkey. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets a 1/1 counter and gains menace until end of turn. Okay. Why would it be so fun to watch my everything crash? Wait, I'm so confused. I need this explained to me. Why would that be such a good thing to watch everything I have crash and burn? I need this explained to me a little bit.
I don't get why having a streamer being unable to stream is entertaining.
I do need that explained to me a little bit here, because that feels weird, if that makes sense. Boiling Rock Bastion, a food, Geyser Leaper. It has flying, waterbend 4, draw a card, then discard a card. Okay. Okay. Rabaro again. Ostrich Horse. This creature enters, mill 3 cards. You may put a land card from among them in your hand. If you don't, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Okay. Rough Rhino Cavalry. Firebending 2, exhaust 8, put 2 1/1 counters on this creature. Okay. Gates trampled to end of turn. Corrupt Court Official. When this creature enters, target opponent discards a card. Bring out the Wheel of Punishment! How to Start a Riot. Earth Village Ruffians. Momo, Playful Pet. Create a food token. Put a 1/1 counter to spread 2. Lemurs! Katara, Waterbending Prodigy. At the beginning of your end step, if Katara is tapped, put a 1/1 counter on her. Okay. Waterbend 6, draw a card. I mean, that could be dangerous. Maybe I'm a little skewed because I have ways of just generating a ridiculous number of +1/+1 counters, so everything else feels like weirdly weak in comparison. Like, this doesn't feel insane. Unlucky Cabbage. It's the Cabbage Merchant! Good God. When this creature enters, create a food token. Whenever you sacrifice a food, you may search your library for a basic land card and put it into the battlefield tapped. If you search your library this way, put this creature on the bottom of its owner's library, then shuffle it. Oh, my cabbages! This guy and his 4 cabbages. The Northern Air Temple. Another Air Temple enters. Each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of shrines you control. Whenever another shrine you control enters, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Oh, that's just mean. Ran and Shaw. Ran and Shaw enter if you cast them and there are 3 or more dragon and or lesson cards in your graveyard. Create a token. It's a copy of Ran and Shaw, except it's not legendary. Okay. So, an interesting dragon card that's very inefficient. And then foil Barrels of Blasting Jelly, because you know we don't have enough explosive barrels on the books. We need more explosive barrels. All the explosions! Bring them forward! Watch everything blow to pieces and to smithereens! Nothing shall survive.
Suddenly Doom theme starts playing.
Suddenly Doom. I hope you're ready for everything to be gone!
That's where the explosive barrel stuff came from, I think.
Really?
Yep, first-person shooters. They just needed some way to have like a grenade that's just lying around for you to shoot.
That's
to add
fair
some
enough.
dynamic stuff. So they said, fuck it, barrels.
Fuck it, barrels. Barrels are fun. Rowdy
Barrels
snowballers.
of fun.
Ah, yes. Blasting Jelly! When this creature enters, tap up target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. That's mean. Just a little bit. Razor Rings. Rausch's Audience. Porcupine. Earth Kingdom Soldier. When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on each of... Okay, up to 2 counter creatures you control. Otter Penguin! Whenever you draw the second card this turn, this creature gains +1/+2 until the end of turn and can't be blocked this turn. Will you go penguin sledding with me into your face? Energy Bending. Lands you control gain all basic land types until end of turn. Draw a card. Oh boy! That certainly has potential to do some really weird stuff. Epic Downfall. Exile target creature of mana value 3 or greater. Damn. Bitter Work. Whenever you attack a player with 1 or more creatures with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Exhaust 4, Earthbend 4. Interesting. Can't use it, but a very interestingly fun card. Boomerang Basics. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If you controlled that permanent, draw a card. That has potential. That has some real potential on it. Fire Lord Azula! Everybody's after this card, if I remember correctly. Hang on.
Is there like a tier list you could look up?
Okay. No, not... Okay, so there isn't... The pre-release version is worth a ton. The basic version is $2. What makes the pre-release version so... I think it's got to be like foil or something. Regardless. Whatever is...
Pre-release should have the same exact, like, stats and shit, right?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same card. Whenever you cast the spell, Fireless Zoo is attack and copy that spell. So you could just copy spells during combat and go crazy. Water Bending Scroll. Draw a card. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each island you control. So you can tap 6, draw a card. For each island, that gets significantly cheaper. So if you're running mono blue, that's probably a lot better than it would be in my deck, where there are not a lot of basic land cards. Because I want artifact lands, and I want them en masse. But I can see that being insane. If you control 6 islands, then you're just tapping for extra cards all the time. A swamp, a copy. That can also be a spirit. Yuan archers, beetle-headed merchants, octopus form. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains hex proof until end of turn. Untap it. I'm gonna set that over here. That has implications. Hex proof and untaps. You have my attention.
I have a
Curious
question.
Farm animals, yes.
Did the phrase "I tap that" come from Magic, people?
Untap it? Probably.
No, it's the
tap it?
phrase "I'd tap that" as in I'd bang it, come from Magic, people. Just
Probably.
nerds being nerds using that phrase.
Probably.
Oh,
That needs to be looked up on the Urban Dictionary now. That requires a bit of a history lesson here. Hang on, let me set this to the side. We're doing an internet history lesson.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's not what it is.
Oh, it comes from beer keg shit.
Yeah, it comes from beer keg shit. Okay.
I thought that maybe it came from Magic the Gathering, from nerds just being nerds. Pulling a friggin' a dad joke.
Okay, well, now we know. Kyoshi Battle Fan. Artifact equipment. When this equipment enters, create a 1/1 ally creature token, then attach this equipment to it. Equipped creature gets +1/+0, equip 2. Interesting. Messenger Hawk. When this creature enters, create a clue token. Creature gets +2/+0 as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. Hawky, welcome to Team Avatar. Ruinous Waterbending. An additional cost of the spell, you may waterbend 4. Each creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. If this spell's additional cost is paid, whenever a creature dies this turn, you gain 1 life. That's just mean. Honest Work. Enchant creature opponent controls, and after this aura enters, tap enchanted creature and remove all counters from it. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a citizen with base power toughness 1/1 and tap to add 1 colorless mana named Humble Merchant. It loses all other creature types and names. That's mean! I'm setting this over here. This is so bad. Okay, I've needed cards that are relatively inexpensive that have great ways of fucking with people. I'm getting a lot of cards that do a really good job of fucking with people. I'm gonna need to take a look at my deck list again. Earth Rumble. Yep, we've seen that one before. Ty Lee, G-Blocker, Flash. Okay, Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gains +1/+1 until end of turn. When Ty Lee enters, tap up to 1 target creature. It doesn't untap during its controller's untap step for as long as you control Ty Lee. What? Some of these are mean. So mean. The Legend of Karuk. Okay. Okay, let's see this. As the saga enters, and as you draw, and during your draw tap, add a low counter. 1 and 2, scry 2, then draw a card. Exile the saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed under your control. Avatar Karuk. Whenever you cast a spell, create a 1/1 colorless creature token. with this token can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. Exhaust Waterbend 20. This take an extra turn after this one. Good lord. Tap 20 mana, take an extra round. Timed correctly, I could use this quite handily. But so specific of circumstances have to have come up that I basically won the game anyway. Ostrich horse. Okay. Oh, we've seen that one before. All right. Let's see what else we can get. We're getting so many fun cards. I don't think there's anything that actually, no, there are a couple of things that I'm after. That's Rough Buddy and Secret Tunnel. I want Secret Tunnel, damn it. Give me Secret Tunnel. Oh, let's go Fort Island. Let's go. That's sick. That's actually sick. Ballistic Boulder. That's also a soldier. Earthbending Lesson. Cunning Maneuver. Sold Out. Flexible Waterbender. It has Vigilance, which is actually pretty good. Compassionate Healer. Abandon Attachments. Aang's Journey. Kicker 2. You may pay an additional 2 as you cast the spell. Search your library for a basic land card. If the spell is kicked, search instead for your library for a basic land card and a shrine card. Reveal those cards, put them in your hand, and then shuffle. You gain 2 life. Okay. Zhao Ruthless Admiral. Oh boy, whenever you sacrifice another permanent, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. That's terrifying. Hey, the Meteor Sword! When this creature enters, destroy target permanent. So 1, just nuke something off the board. Equip creature gets +3/+3, and then I can spend 3 to equip it. Okay, so the Meteor Sword was on my deck list for another deck that I'm building, so I'm putting that over here. Crashing Wave. As an additional cost to cast the spell, Waterbend X. Okay. Tap up to X target creatures, then distribute 3 stun counters among the tapped creatures your opponent controls. What the fuck? So mean. Combustion Technique. Oh, wow, let's go. Fire Lord Azula. Wait, I get the feeling these borderless cards are meant to go together. These are definitely meant to go together. Fire Lord Azula, borderless. Okay, this one's got some beef to it in terms of price. Fuck yeah. Mostly this is a I'm not looking to sell for clarity. This is just a value of how good do we have it today? How's our luck? In case anybody was wondering. Ah! Leaves from the Vine? Oh boy! Mill 3 cards, create a food token. Put a 1/1 counter of up to 2 target creature you control. Draw a card if there's a creature or lesson card in your graveyard. And then that's it. Sacrifice after 3. Just Leaves from the Vine. Damn. Somebody give Iroh a hug. Actually, wait, what was the number on that one? Should have been, yeah, 313. Okay, so I got the right one that I was looking at there. The borderless Fire Lord Azula is really cool though, and it goes so well. Now we just need the borderless of Fire Lord Zuko to complete the set. And we'll have all 3 of them. Oh, let's go, Hollow Fort Forest! Hey! Hell yeah! What the heck? You can use this to represent a double-faced card. That's just an interesting thing to get, I suppose. Airbending Lesson, Badger Mole, Deserter's Disciple. Tap it, another creature you control with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Okay. Deadly Precision. May pay 4, sacrifice an artifact or creature, destroy target creature. First time flyer. Flying, this creature gets +1/+1 as long as there's a lesson card in your graveyard. Bender's Water Skin. Untap this artifact during each other player's untapped step. And wow, okay. Damn, that's just, hey, I have mana all the time. You can't get rid of me. That's crazy. Earth Rumble Wrestlers. Reach. This creature gets +1/+0 and has trample as long as you control a land creature or a land enter the battlefield under your control this turn. Okay. Rockalanche. Earthband X, where X is the number of forests you control. Wait. You just get to, oh boy, everything is a land now. Cat Gator. Sokka, Lateral Strategist. Vigilance. Whenever Sokka and at least one other creature attack, draw a card. That's called Sokka style. Learn it. Oh god. Him having Vigilance is actually pretty nice though. Knowledge Seeker. We got another Tenchi. Well, there's Fire Lord Zuko. Not the right one, but there he is. Whenever the creature you cast from exile, or whenever you cast a spell from exile, and whenever a permanent you control enters from exile, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Okay, so basically do a bunch of stuff with exile involving Fire Lord Zuko. Got it. And then we have another Gazer Leaper. Okay. Okay. I see where this is going. Not bad. Yeah. Some fun stuff here. I'm excited. I want to play with some of these. Like, I want to theory craft and go in and just start thinking up what is the craziest decks that I could create with a lot of these cards. Full out foil swap, I guess.
Hello there.
Hello, Dragoon. How are you? Hello. We're doing magic-related stuff instead of Weakcraft-related stuff today. And I'm having a blast. I'm getting bad ideas. How are you? What's going on? Good to see ya. Glider Kids. Turtle Duck. Lightning Strike. I see this. Doing all right? That's good. Heck yeah. Happy to hear you're doing good. Hope you are just, I guess. Oh, Full Art Fabled Passage. Hello. Hi? Full art card? Fabled Passage Borderless. Not exactly a very pricey card, but it's still, you know what? You know what? I see this as an absolute win. Sacrifice this land, search your library for basic land card, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. If you control 4 more lands, untap that land. Fuck yeah. Not bad at all. That's actually, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm gonna set this over here. That's a fun card to get. Full art like that? Let's go! All right, cool. Invasion Reinforcements. Flash. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 ally creature token. Okay. Twin Blades. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains double strike until end of turn. Creature gets 1/1. Okay. True Ancestry. Return a target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. And then create a clue token. Zuko's Conviction. Kicker 4. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand if this card was kicked. Instead, put that card onto the battlefield tapped. All right. Depending on what you're grabbing from the graveyard, that could be really huge. Abandoned Air Temple. This card enters tapped unless you control a basic land. Add 1 white. Or tap for 5. Put a 1/1 counter on a creature you control. We can do better than that. And then Foil Airbending Lesson. So yeah, as you can see, we're opening up avatar boosters. I'm continuously getting very bad ideas for decks that could be fun to build and mess around with. I need to spend some more time in Moxfield just making some stuff up and putting things together. Because it could just be fun. Be so much fun to do and play around with. Just the idea and the thought process and the theory crafting behind it is so much fun. Not necessarily for like how mean can we make something, just, you know, how funny is it? Food! A food token that is also a dragon token. Oh, I see. It's the I see. It's specifically a specific type of dragon token. Another badger mole. Deserter disciple. We're getting a lot of repeats at this point. Water trip captain. Pillar launch. That's really funny, actually. For VTuber lore reasons, this is funny. Target creature gains +2/+2 and gains reach until the end of turn. Untap it. Ooh, that's a fun card right there. Heck yeah. Oh my word. So lore, Katsuo lore dump. This is the primary method of getting around. Just pillar launching, but instead of just rock, it's ice. It's just ice pillar launching everywhere. My movement is erratically catapulty. Deal with it.
You would love a Morrowind.
Charge! I'm going for splat on the ground.
So, like, one of the very first NPCs that drops a magic scroll that you will ever find in Morrowind, they're using...
Sorry, that was too good.
That was good. They it's a mage that wanted to find like the best method of transportation, right? In order to do that, they thought, why don't I just jump everywhere?
Wait.
So you just find them in the middle of the goddamn forest, and all you hear is them casting it. They go away.
Oh my god.
And then you just hear splat.
Highly artful acrobat. Whenever Tylee attacks, you may pay 1. Whenever you do, target creature can't block this turn. Okay.
It's also the way they because it's one of like the first like 3D RPGs, it was their way of introducing the fact that fall damage exists.
We got
you see this mage absolutely ecstatic, just go boing right through the sky and then fall back down and dead. And then you can loot the scrolls off of him, but you absolutely will die if you use it unprepared.
Redirect lightning. Putting that over here. And then a foil of Azula always lies.
Well, I wonder what happens if you use that indoors now.
For science, I think you need to figure this out.
I need to go start another Morrowind playthrough.
And thus, Tenchi was not seen for many, many years once again.
No joke, I played that Morrowind for the first time. I played it for like months on end.
Oh, jeez.
Because there's no fast travel. There's no fast travel in that. It's old school.
Yeah, you gotta walk everywhere.
Yeah. And then eventually I discovered the terminal.
And snare trap. This costs one less to cast if it targets a creature with flying. Enchanted creature gets -5, -3. Oh god, that is so mean. Blasting jelly. Wrestlers. Fancy footwork. Untap 1 or 2 target creatures. They each get +2/+2 until end of turn. That's so mean! With Kilo, that's so mean! No, I'm setting that over here. Air Nomad Legacy. Whenever this achievement enters, create a clue token. Okay. Creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. And nah. The boulder! You got the boulder? Oh no, not the boulder! Whenever the boulder attacks Earthbed X, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 4 or greater. Oh my word. These are legendary creatures too. The boulder is conflicted about fighting with a child. Just looks at me and looks small and young. Bitch, I'll shank you with a sword. And suddenly the boulder is no longer conflicted. The boulder's a legendary creature.
Wait, but is it conflicted about fighting with a cat?
True. The bull. That's fair. I mean, considering the world of Avatar, cat person would not be totally out of the question. The boulder is no longer conflicted. I could make a deck around the boulder. It's legendary. I could make a boulder deck. Oh my word. I get the feel I want to make a meme-based boulder deck now. I want to make a meme-based boulder deck. That sounds like so much fun. Ooh, we got the lion turtle. Vigilance reach. When the lion turtle enters, you gain 3 life. The lion turtle can't attack or block unless there are 3 or more lesser cards in your graveyard and can be tapped for 1 of any mana color. Okay. Whoop. Ooh, watery grasp. A foily watery grasp. I set that over here too. I think I did. Yeah, I did. I now have 2 watery grasp. One is foil. Oh man, I want a foil version of the boulder. If I get a foil version of the boulder with what we've got left, I will make a deck based around them. I will make a deck based around the boulder if I pull a foil version. I'm probably gonna do it anyway, but that would be so silly and so much fun. It would definitely not be good, but it would be really, really funny. A food/monk card. Avatar Enthusiast. Whenever another ally you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. There he is. There he is. The Avatar's Kiyoshi. Oh, God. Saber-tooth Moose Lion. That is a combination of things. Oh, boy. Forest Cycling. Discard this card. Search your library for forest card. Reveal it. Put it in your hand, then shuffle. Okay. Has reach. Firebending Lesson. Kicker. 4. Firebending Lesson deals 2 damage to target creature. If the spell was kicked, it deals 5 damage to that creature instead. Probably not that great. Hog Monkey. Okay, yep. Geyser Leaper. Platypus Bear. Defender. When this creature enters, mill 2 cards. As long as there's a lesser card in the graveyard, this creature can attack as though as it didn't have Defender. Zuko's Exile. Exile target artifact, creature, or enchantment. Its controller creates a clue token. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. For 5, it just exile anything. Master Paku! Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Whenever Master Paku becomes tapped, target player mills X cards, where X is the number of lesson cards in your graveyard. I'm getting some very bad ideas involving Master Paku, because I still need to be able to Hope S-Time deck. And now Hope is a mill-based deck. Master Paku would probably do pretty good if I threw a bunch of lessons in there. Uncle Iroh. Hey, we got Iroh! Lesson spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Let's go, Iroh! The Cave of Two Lovers. Oh, God, not the Cave of... We're 1 step away from Secret Tunnel over here. As the saga enters, create 2 1/1 ally creature tokens. Search your library for a mountain or cave, reveal it, and put it in your hand, then shuffle. You could literally search Secret Tunnel. Earthbend 3. All right. Azula on the hunt. Oh, wait, I need to... Sneezy. Whenever this creature attacks, add 2 fire. Okay. Azula attacks, you lose 1 life and create a clue token. That's an interesting card. Katara the Fearless. If a triggered ability of an ally you control triggers, the ability triggers an additional time. That has such a high ability to be ridiculously gross. I want to make a deck around it. Avatar's Wrath. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, hold on. Avatar's Wrath is really good. Use 1 target creature, then airbend all other creatures. Until your next turn, your opponents can't cast spells anywhere other than their hands. Exile Avatar's Wrath. This is a board wipe. Oh, there's an extended art version of Avatar's Wrath. We just got the foil version, but that's still a really funny card. Katara the Fearless is going over here. It's so shiny. It's so good, too. If I get down to 1 creature randomly, it's a bit expensive, potentially, but, like, just get rid of everything else on the board. all other creatures on the board. There is a world. Because, okay, so I need to explain this a little bit. Because I have the card Super State, which, you know, base 9/9, tough, like, because it's flying and first strike. And whenever it deals damage to an opponent, all other opponents also take that damage. So I Avatar's Wrath everything else aside from whatever's in Super State, and then just crash into somebody and wipe the entire field. Again, very specific. A lot. Super State with the right conditions is such a good closing card. And Avatar's Wrath is just one of those ways that I can absolutely fuck with people. I almost put my stack of cards that need to be used. Boy. Okay, so how many do we have left now? We still have so many. We still have so much to go through. It's already been an hour and a half. What the fuck? These boxes are beefy because there's 14 cards in each of these packs, right? So it's almost double the number of packs that WeCross gives. And there's also 30 packs in here. It's a ridiculously high number of cards that we are getting out of this. And it's not, oh boy, there's so much that can be done. Mongoose Lizard. Madness, this creature can't be toxic for 2 or more. When it enters, deal 1 damage to any target. Mountain Cycling 2. Okay, not fantastic. It's mostly a mountain cycler. Pirates Peddlers, Flexible Waterbender, another Path to Redemption, Sabertooth Moose Lion, Earth Kingdom Soldier, Long Fang Great Grand Secretariat. Okay, we've seen that before. I also forgot to move the foil. And we got a Mashu! And a food. That is also a bear. It's not a special kind of bear. It's just a bear. I just logged into Arena and I find an FF card has been banned. Guess which one? Vivi? I'm gonna guess it's Vivi. I'm gonna guess it's Vivi. Yes. You know what the sad thing is? The power level of my pod is high enough that Mine and I were kind of looking at my deck list. We're putting Vivi into it. Into a deck with endless amounts of Proliferate. I'm not a good person. But then again, we're all villains at that table. So, if anything, it'll probably help drop the price. My Jaded Edge. But double strike counter on my. Okay. Serpent of the Past. If there are 3 more lesser cards in graveyard, you may cast this spell as though it had flash. This card costs 1 less to cast for each non-creature, non-land card in your graveyard. Okay. Buzzard Wasp Colony. When flying, when this creature enters, you may sacrifice an artifact or creature if you do draw a card. Whenever a creature you control dies, if it counters on it, put its counters on this creature. Oh, that's mean. Great Divide Guide. Each land and ally you control has tap. You may add 1 mana of any color. Oh, that's crazy. Foggy Swamp Vinebender. This creature can't be blocked except by creature powers with creature 2 or less. Waterbend 5. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Activate only during your turn. So, wow, that's potentially extremely mean. Jeez. I'm so excited. I want to play the game now. There's so much funny stuff here. I wish I was opening real cards. I feel that, Dragoon. I feel that. I have opened a bunch of packs on Master Duel before. It doesn't feel the same. I got Legend of Roku. Oh, Legend of Roku is so funny. I got it a while ago. Just the stack is so big. This isn't even all of it, by the way. Roku doesn't feel like he's that crazy, but I'm also not the most experienced. I feel like it maybe could do something funny, but it doesn't feel immediately insane. Then again, I have to remember the legend part of it because it could be silly. It's a lot of cards.
I have to go to the bathroom. I shall be back.
Okay. Got a planes, a copy, Origin of Metal Bending. Okay. Mongoose Lizard. Boggy Swamp Hunters. As long as you draw on 2 more cards this turn, this creature has lifelink and menace. Iguana Parrot. Another Path to Redemption. Messenger Hawk. How to start a riot. Fire Nation Warship. Reach. When this creature dies, create a clue token. Okay. Interesting. June, Bounty Hunter. June can't be blocked as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. Sacrifice another creature, create a clue token. Okay. Haru, Hidden Talent. Whenever another ally you control enters Earthbend 1. Okay. Spirit Oasis. Realm of Ko. This card enters tapped unless you control a basic land. Okay. Boomy Bash Foil. Okay, okay. Nothing overly crazy in that one. Just some pretty fun cards overall. I feel like a lot of these, having gotten enough of them, may become like generic staples. Just so I don't have to spend more money on specific cards. This is definitely finally building up a bit of a Magic library for myself. That's been needed for a while. Airship Engine Room. An ally that is also a clue. Water Tribe Captain. Pillar Launch. Fire Nation Cadets. Swamp Snare Trap. Giant Koi. Waterburn 3, this creature can't be blocked this turn. Island Cycling. Discard a card, search your library for an island card to reveal it. Okay. So, an interesting... Interesting. Could do some pretty nasty damage with Giant Koi. Exile top 3 cards until the end of your next turn. You may play one of those cards. Add 1 mana of any color. Return exile battlefield transformed. Transformation Firebend 4. Pay 8 to create a 4/4 flying dragon with Firebending 4. I feel like you would need a specific set of circumstances for Roku to work. Because the one of any mana is nice, but it's such a weird card. You definitely need to be built to properly take advantage of Firebending. Otherwise, Maybe I need to look at some Firebending themed decks specifically to kind of get a better gauge on how good that would be. This Firebending is kind of nutty, but you have to be built for it specifically. No, not one card. All of them can be played. No, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like that is probably the best effect it's got. Because you can play any of them. Which is extremely helpful. It's essentially a temporary draw 3. I hope you get use out of it. Which is really powerful. Fire Sages. Another June. Another Fire Nation Warship. Avatar Destiny. Enchant creature you control. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard and is an avatar in addition to its other types. When an enchanted creature dies, mill cards equal to its power. Return this card to its owner's hand and up to 1 creature card milled this way onto the battlefield control. Okay. Suki! Courageous Rescuer. Other creatures you control get +1/+0. Whenever another permanent you control leaves the battlefield during your turn, create a 1/1 white ally creature token. This ability only triggers once per turn. Nice. Hey, Holo Momo! Foil Momo! Let's go! That's a foil Momo! I just, you know what I need to do now? Turn this into a short, except it's not Momo, it's Momoka. Look, guys, you got a foil version of Momo. She's now a lemur instead of a cypher cat. Hope you see this, Momo. Double mark that, make sure I've got that saved for later. That needs to happen now. We're absolutely doing that later. Absolutely 100% we're doing that later. Just gonna probably be lazy about it. Just Photoshop Momo's face onto the card. It's got an evil card from Edge of Eternity. Oh, which one? I love Edge of Eternity. It's basically my home set. Do tell. Boomy Bash, Frog Swipters, Watergrasp again. That's going over there. Zhong's Deserters. When this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Walltop Sentries. Pain for All. I don't think I've heard of Pain for All. Let me have a look. Pain for All. Pain for All. Enchant creature you control. When this aura enters, enchanted creature deals damage equal to its power to any other target. Whenever enchanted creature is dealt damage. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. That's mean. I should get this card. This in Kilo would be gross. That would be really, really gross. Just get a bunch of +1/+1 counters on something, suddenly Pain for All. Somebody's probably dying. That's so mean. What the fuck? Oh my, yeah, red cards are fun. Red cards are so much fun. Play green, red, and put them on the Adamantite Turtle. Oh boy. Sun Warriors, Firebending X, created one. Okay, this is in Sun Warriors is. Oh wait, Firebending X, when X is the number of creatures you control. That has the ability to be dangerous. Destined Confrontation. Each player chooses any number of creatures they control with power 4 or less and sacrifices all other creatures they control. Board wipe. Sparring Dummy. Defender. Mill a card, then put a land card milled this way into your hand. You gain 2 life if a lesson card is milled this way. This probably has applications somewhere. Ozai's Cruelty. Ozai's Cruelty deals 2 damage to target player that discards 2 cards? Oh, that's just mean. Aang, Swift Savior. Flash, flying. When Aang enters, airbend up to 1 other target creature or spell. Waterbend 8, transform Aang. Aang and La, Ocean's Fury. Reach Trample is a 5/5. Whenever Aang and La attack, put a 1/1 counter on each tapped creature you control. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Uh-oh. Excuse me. Well, I set this over here because this has a very specific set of combinations that could go together to be really, really mean. I'm gonna have to waterbend 8 to get it there, but then having flash and flying is really funny. And then foil earthbending lesson, also swamp and an ally, because I forgot to do the thing. That's powerful. That's ridiculously good. That's so ridiculous. So the thing is, hang on, let me look at something here. I'm envisioning specific circumstances in my head. That's like generically good, but there's a card that I have in my Kilo deck where I untap at an opponent's untap step. So essentially, tap all of my artifacts out, get the counters from Ocean's Fury, and then just untap again and be ready to defend even more powerful than I was 2 seconds ago. That's nuts. I mean, just this by itself is ridiculous because that just helps my counter ramp already. It's got a bit of a steep cost, but that's just free counters, and it really can't be ignored because it can deal with flyers. It has trample. It has trample. With that many counters on board, that could be mean and deadly. Oh, man. There are so many fun little intricacies. I love this game, I swear. It's so fun to play. There's enough cards here that's like... They've always got some funny new idea. Porcupine, Canyon Crawler, Rowdy Snowballers, Razor Wings, Rocky Rebuke, Target creature deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. Yep, that's fine. Abandoned attachments. Aang's Journey. War Balloon. White Lotus Hideout. Master Piandao. Uncle Iroh. Toph! We got Toph! Oh yeah, this is the one that has the AI suspect tag attached to it right now. Awkward. Anyway, what's it do? When Toph enters, you may discard a card. If you do, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand whenever you cast the spell Earthbend 1. Ooh, boy, that's just mean. Wow, that is mean. Oh, hey, a pretty decent card from White Magic Returning Banner. Honor. Put 1/1 counter on target creature. Draw a card. That is fun. Heartless Act Foil! Oh, man. A top deck could be fun, too. There's a lot of decks that I might want to build off of this. I'm going to be spending a decent amount of time on Moxfield, I get the feeling. Just build decks. Build all the decks. Have fun building decks. Okay. Meditation pools. Ally. Waterbending lesson. Curious farm animals. Rocky Rebuke. Treetop Freedom Fighters. Azula always lies. Vindictive Warden. Okay, Menace. This creature does 1 damage to each opponent by paying 3. Damn, that is pretty vindictive. Romantic Herbalist. Add 1 mana of any color. Add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast lesson spells. Interesting. That's a fun little card. Zuko, Exiled Prince. Firebending 3. Exile the top card of your library. You may play the card this turn. So, wait. Do you still have to pay the cost if you do that, though? I don't... It almost sounds like you don't have to. Sokka's Haiku. Counter target spell, draw a card, then milk 3 cards, untap target land. That's a lesson. Wait. It's literally a haiku! Oh my god! Wait! How did I not see this initially? Hold on! That's gotta be intentional. They literally could have made it 4 mana and just not matter, but instead they specifically counter target spell, draw a card, then mill 3, and then untap target land. The last part is funny, extra, and wait, that's so silly. That has really funny implications. Oh my god. That's so funny. That's such an expensive counterspell, too. Earth Kingdom Protector's Vigilance. Sacrifice this creature. Another target ally you control gets indestructible. Hey, Momo. Another Momo. Guys, we got Momo again. Got the second Momo card. And we got foil Wandering Musicians. That's great. Oh my word, that's amazingly funny. The fact that they turned it into an actual haiku. That's beautiful, I'll be honest. That's amazingly beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead. Next one's up. Boggy Bottom Swamp. Double-faced card. Canyon Crawler. Forecasting Fortune Teller. Sandbender's Storm. Earthbending Lessons. Cunning Maneuver. Messenger Hawk. Another Platypus Bear. Team Avatar. Enchantment. Whatever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains +X until the end of turn. Where X is the number of creatures you control. Okay. That's actually pretty decent. Discard this card. It deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature. That's less ideal. It's still okay. That's a pretty fun card, though. I kind of like that specifically because more often than not, I'm mostly just wanting to swing with only 1 or 2 creatures, and then Team Avatar can just make that very funny. This enchantment enters, creature you control get +2/+2 until end of turn, or whenever one or more allies you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Hama the Bloodbender! Exile, target opponent mills 3 cards. Exile up to 1 non-creature, non-land from the card from that player's graveyard. For as long as you control Hama, you may cast the exiled card during your turn by paying Wanderbending X, rather than playing its mana cost, where X is that card's mana value. Oh boy. That's a funny little card right there. Okay, well, I guess we just have a foil flexible waterbender. Thanks, Hands, you're betraying me again. Can't believe you do this. We also got what? Solstice Revelations and Earth King's Lieutenant. Cool. First one, trample was put 1/1 counter on each other ally creature you control. Whenever another ally you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. If the spell's mana value is less than the number of mountains you control. Okay. That's a fun little card to get something into your hand. All right, what's next? Let's see. All right. Full Art Mountain. Secret Tunnel. Ally. Fire Nation Cadets. Swamp Snare Trap. Giant Koi. Yip Yip. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. If that creature is an ally, it also gains flying. Better throw an extra yip. We gotta move. Foggy Swamps. Vinebender. Bender's Water Skin. Cycle of Renewal. Hey Bye. Spirit of Balance. Whenever Hey Bye enters or attacks, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, put 2 +1/+1s on it. When it leaves the battlefield, put its counters on target creature you control. Interesting. Honest Work. Set that over here. I know how that goes. Ruinous Waterbending. Yanagi of Kyoshi Island. Okay. Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, you draw 2 cards. Oh god, that is grossly mean. I love that, actually. The Boiling Rock Rioter. Tap an untapped ally you control. Exile target card from a graveyard. Whenever this creature attacks, you may cast an ally spell from among cards you own exiled with this creature. Damn. And then Foil Badger Mole. All right, we're down to the last 6. Or last 5, I think, actually. Yep, last 5. Almost to the end of this little adventure. I'm gonna turn on a light, actually. It's getting a little dark in here. Light, please! Hey, no chair, please. Don't betray me like this. Don't do this to me! Once you know what you're doing, then just get the headrest back on the chair. What is happening? Me and my uncoordinated little behind. I heckin' swear. All right. Let's try this again. All right. Wow. Well, I can already tell you we've got another giant koi on our hands. Ooh, Full Art Island. Food. Giant koi. Yip Yip. Foggy Swart Vinebender. Zerdo's Disciple. Deadly Precision. Zuko's Exile. Vindictive Warden. Aang the Last Airbender. Teo Spirited Glider. Earth Kingdom General. Another Spirit of Balance. Jasmine Dragon Shop. Okay. Add colorless, add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only cast an ally spell or activate an ability of an ally source, create a 1/1 ally creature token. And then a foiled Seismic Sense. All right, nothing crazy this far. When you're this deep into a box, each individual card stops being quite as interesting because you've got an idea of what they do. And now it's like, you're hunting for what else haven't we seen yet, if that makes sense. What else does this have to offer? What else is there that we have yet to see? Wolfbat, speaking of which, something new! Whenever you draw your second card each turn, you may pay 1 black. If you do, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. A creature with finality counter would die, exile it instead. Oof. That's rough. Toils of War. Well, when this enchantment enters, create a clue token. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent during your turn, create a 1/1 ally creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Iroh's Demonstration. Choose one. Iroh's Demonstration deals 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. Iroh's Demonstration deals 4 damage to target creature. So you either get rid of a bunch of creatures, or like deal damage to a bunch of creatures, or you deal 4 damage to target. Ooh, full art the Earth King! When the Earth King enters, create a 4/4 green bear creature token. Whenever one or more creatures you control with power 4 or greater attack, search your library for that many basic land cards and put them on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. I'm sorry, what? So if you have a bunch of big creatures attacking, you can just fucking ramp like crazy with the Earth King. That's nuts. The Earth Crystal. No, I don't want the Earth Crystal borderless. I want the Earth King borderless. Okay, well, anyway. Lightning Strike. Ooh. Foil version. Foil version. Let's fucking go. All right. Hit. Okay, there we go. Get the cards out of the pack. Ooh, Foil Omashu City. Let's go. Welcome to the Earth. Yep, welcome to Omashu, everybody. It's Foil. Ostrich Horse, Rough Rhino Cavalry, Corrupt Court Official. It'll quench ya! Great Cactus Juice. Nothing's quenchier. It's the quenchiest. It'll quench ya! I love this card. It's so dumb. Putting that over here. Earth Kingdom Soldier, Otter Penguin, Southern Air Temple. When Southern Air Temple enters, put an X +1/+1 on counter to get you control, where X is the number of shrines you control. Another shrine. Okay, so lots of shrine related items. Rockalanche, another Sokka, Fire Sages, the Walls of Ba Sing Se! Let's go! Artifact Creature Wall. Okay. So the funny thing is, it wouldn't be good in my deck, but I want to put it in there. It is an artifact creature that is 0/30 and gives everything else indestructible. I have a lot of things that give other artifacts indestructible. This would just be a circle jerk of indestructibility. Fuck you, you're not destroying my shit. Not easily, anyway. And then Crescent Island Temple. Okay, so just more monk tokens off of Crescent Island. The Walls of Ba Sing Se. Oh man, I still haven't seen Secret Tunnel or That's Rough Buddy yet. I am hoping I pull them in these last 2 packs. For crying out loud. Show me the money, please. Ooh, that's a really cool full art plans. Food, Treetop Freedom Fighters, Daily Indoctrination, Forecasting Fortune Teller, Sandbender's Storm, Rumble Arena. Vigilance. When the Earth Slant enters, scry 1. I love that it has Vigilance. I know it's specifically for Earthbending, but that's really funny. Wandering Musicians, The Cave of Two Lovers, Azula on the Hunt, Master Paku, Southern Air Temple, the Earth King, another Earth King, and a foil version of the Merchant of Many Hats. All right, this is it. Right here. The last one. Do we pull Secret Tunnel or That's Rough Buddy? the 2 cards that I was kind of hoping for. I want to make a deck with all the legend cards from the series, right? Copy. Walltop Sentries. Boomy Bash. Pirate Peddlers. Watery Grass. That just goes over here. Avatar Enthusiasts. The Cycle of Renewal. Cat Owl. Crescent Island Temple. Cruel Administrator. Vengeful Villagers. Whenever this creature attacks, choose target of creature an opponent controls, tap it, then you may sacrifice an artifact creature. If you do, put a stun counter on the chosen creature. Damn, that's mean. Kyoshi Island Plaza. Search your library for X basic land cards where X is the number of shrines you control. Oof. Foggy Swamp Visions. Exile target creature cards from graveyards. For each creature exiled this way, create a token that's a copy of it at the beginning of your next end step. Sacrifice those tokens. Oh, that's mean. And Ruinous Waterbending is our final foil! Well, we didn't get it, but we got a lot of really fun cards all the same. Look at this. I was not ready for this. What is this? That's crazy. What the fuck? That's so much. That feels like it's more than Wheatcross levels of insanity. Like, the fuck? I have to go through all this later. I have to try and sort all this later. I mean, I guess this is probably good to do when I'm just... I guess watching a movie or something. I guess I'll kind of start sorting through stuff now. Fuck it. But yeah, woo! That's everything for the box. Let's go! I have so many funny options now. I'm gonna have to, again, look through my deck real quick and see if there's anything that I want to swap out and do stuff with. There's a lot of fun stuff here. There's so much fun stuff here. Oh, man. All right. Let's go ahead and start a little sorting. I'm gonna put foils in one pile. And then kind of just go from there. I don't really have a specific way I want to do this other than like putting token cards to the side and then lands to the side as well. Just kind of sorting some of this out. Lands. Katso, have you seen Trusty Boomerang? I have seen I actually pulled it earlier. It's so funny. There's so much funny stuff you can do with that. It is such a fun card. Sokka Lateral Strategist. Blanche. Otter Penguin. Token. Land card. Foil card. Another foil card. I'm sure we got... I can't remember when we got Trusty Boomerang. It felt like it was about midway through. It'll come back up again, I'm sure. Okay, that's a land. That's a foil. That's a land. Any good haul? I was power leveling Blue Mage. Hello, Azure. Welcome. We actually got some really fun stuff. Notable It'll Quench Ya is probably my favorite like meme card of the poll. But we got some fun stuff too. We got most of Team Avatar. Actually, I think we got all of Team Avatar in some way, shape, or form. We got several fun cards overall. Lots of cards that I want to build decks from. And we got some good full arts. We got the full art, the borderless version of Last Agni Kai and Azula. I'm wanting to make Avatar Aang work, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, Avatar Aang would be funny. Oh, the one you use top of the book, Braille name, how to sass your enemies. God. Yeah, we didn't pull Avatar Aang this time. But yeah, it would be... Getting Avatar Aang to work would be insane, considering Master of Elements' effect. I would love to try that and give it a go. It just feels like such a clunky card. And so you would need to waterbend, earthbend, firebend, and airbend. All in the same turn. So you would need to do a lot of stuff with... I feel like you could do this in an ally deck. It would take some very specific building. And you would need to find... You would need to find something that works in a way. It'd be an effort. It would be an effort. I think it would be worth it though. It'd be a lot of fun to try. Because it looks like a lot of fun if you can get it. Just that generic reduction is insane. You're playing so many cards. If you can get a way to get lots of card draw, you're just firing things off like crazy. But you also have to be able to, you know, bend all of the elements. And you have to do it pretty consistently or have good protection because everybody's going to try and remove Aang from the board. At least in a commander setting where it's like, you can get Aang Master of Elements out. You're immediately the focus fire of everyone around because that's ridiculous. Nobody's going to let you get away with that. And that's, I guess, part of his problem is that he's insane. It's kind of the problem that, in a way, I've got at the moment where... Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on board, but the second I throw out Kilo, it kind of becomes everybody's default generic removal target because it fucks me over so badly. And it's such a powerful card. Just, you know, tap and proliferate. Shouldn't be that bad, except that I get out of control extremely quickly. Give me 2 rounds and suddenly I'm a problem. So don't even let me get there. And I feel like that's just immediate. The second you're getting close to bending or you've got Avatar Aang out. No. Master Piandao, this is a land. Trying to sort based on what I'm doing here. Ally, island, oil, land, token. Oil. There is a lot of stuff here that would be good though. Man. It's just all the different possibilities and different decks and flavors you can make. I just want to go into the lab and just start trying to lab something out. But, because I know a lot of people do that already and they've come up with some crazy, insane, you know, T0 combos. I'm not really interested in creating or finding new T0 insane combinations. I just realized that you can have the Wall of Bossing Save. Yeah, you could have the Wall of Bossing Save be your commander. It is legendary. Why would you? I fucking know. 8 cost 0/30 defender that has no protection for itself. It's like, yeah, I'm reminded of In Spirit, but way worse. You'd have to do it as a meme. That would make for a great meme deck, though. You cannot convince me that that would not be a really, really funny meme deck. Just to have the Walls of Bossing Say as your commander. Actually, did I set the boulder in this pile? I'm gonna need to find the boulder because I want to make a boulder deck. Just to be funny and constantly spout the boulder. I will be annoying at the table and willingly become the focus fire of everybody just because I keep being annoying saying the boulder. It would be absolutely worth it. Set that over there. As the stack gets bigger, I'm gonna have to sort this too, more than likely. I mean, I guess I don't have to, but Oh wait, there it is. There's the boulder. I'm setting that to the side. I'm setting him to the side. I'm setting him to the side. The boulder deserves to have his own deck. It would be real. It'd be mono green. It'd be some kind of weird mono green shenanigan. But no one would expect it. Out of all of the commanders you could possibly pull out of this set, nobody is thinking the boulder. Probably for good reason, but it would be really funny. Which rarity is the boulder? I think it's an uncommon. The boulder ready to rumble. I mean, yeah, he's just an uncommon. It's not exactly hard to get your hands on. He's 9 cents. 9-cent budget commander. You know, I really need to do a popper deck with him as the commander. Oh man. So I think what I would want to do is just some kind of boulder budget deck. It is designed to be as cheap as physically possible, no cards over $5, and just yeet it at somebody. What could I do with a cheap commander deck with the boulder? I would have to look up what a popper deck is. But, oh man, it's worth looking into. Just the amount of silliness. Foil Swamp. Foil in general. This is a land. Gonna start another pile. This one's getting too big for me. Getting a little unruly. Foil Swamp, again. We got 2 Foil Swamps. One's full art. I am just happy in general. Popper is is your commander is uncommon at most, and the rest of your cards are common at most. Oh, interesting. That I could try doing something funny like that, yeah. That would be kind of funny to see what I could make for that. Knowing nothing about the format, how does it go? I love that forest so much. Oh, hey, there's the expanded Fire Lord Azula. There it is. There it is. Oh man, Fire Lord Azula deck. I want to see what people have been doing for Fire Lord Azula, because I know people have been kind of going nuts over her and what she's been able to do. I want to see what they've come up with, and could I just be funny with it as well? What insanity will I unleash upon my friends? Essentially. Polar Island. Royal Ostrich Horse. Right. Enters, tap one target creature. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put Tylee over here because that seems like it could be really, really funny for something. I don't want to keep that at the forefront of my brain. Swamp, Foil Waterbending Scroll. There's the normal Fire Lord Azula. Hey, Boomerang Basics! There it is! Boomerang Basics! God, that seems like it's just gonna be so funny. Considering that you could cast something twice for yourself. And it would be nuts. The thing is, I need to look into, or like have decks that could potentially benefit from that, because nothing off the top of my head is kind of a fantastic target for that. Okay. Hey, look, it's Momo again. Say hi to Momo, everybody. Hi, Momo. Good to see you, Momo. Okay, there's my Legend of Roku. So I need to look up how these sagas work. Because I don't... Is it only affect trigger when they get that many counters? Or... Because I'm not sure how these actually are designed to function. I haven't experimented with them, basically at all. They seem like they could be cool. And we'll take some investigation. Village. There's the last Agni Kai. There it is. The last Agni Kai. Actually, where's the Azula? There it is. We have 2 of the 3 pieces for the last Agni Kai. We just need Zuko. I think it's kind of telling we did not get Zuko. Dang it, we were so close. We almost assembled our own Exodia. Next time, maybe. The time will come, I'm sure. Okay. Sort this out. Part-time protesters. How to start a riot! Alright, let's see. We're in the last set of sorting. I got a decent amount of just lands in general now, which is kind of nice. It's good to have that in my back pocket. And foil, Iroh Grand Lotus can go over here because maybe I do something funny. A lesson-based deck based around Grand Lotus Iroh could be silly. Could be insanely silly. It would take some investigation, though. There's a foil land. It just goes there. There's the normal last Agni Kai. Okay, this is a land. Step, 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 step. Ally, land. Aang at the Crossroads. Actually, Aang at the Crossroads could be... So whenever Aang enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. Put a creature card with mana value 4 or less from among them onto the battlefield. The rest at the bottom in any order. Whenever creature control leaves the battlefield, transform Aang at the beginning of the next upkeep, which does Aang Destined Savior. Making creatures you control have vigilance. Start of combat, you turn Earthbend 2. So basically, you just get to start wielding your lands as a weapon with this one. It could be a funny card to use. Alright. And that... First card we pulled was Beetle-Headed Merchants. That is everything somewhat sorted. I have to figure out where I'm going to put all this now. Where to set it? Where to set it? I have an old box. I had gifted cats for a while. The empty box got back in my pretty good deck box holder. Or a lot of just a lot of the common somewhere where they're good. I'm not going as deep as cataloging them like I did for Week Cross. That would be absolutely insane, and I'm not doing it. I'm not investing in another 20 binders. It's not happening. You cannot convince me. I will genuinely just refuse. As a whole, I don't need that much madness. A little madness is fine. A lot of madness, however, and I will probably just end up going nuts. So, no thank you to going nuts. I'd rather not have that happen. this, get the dividers out, sort things a little bit. And these will end up going into the other spot, though I am going to start shooting. Let's see if I can make small adjustments. Right. Put it. You! What's up? The deck has arrived. All right. Crack this baby open. See what we got. All right. So I had 4 cards that were on set to kind of be switched out. Gonna set the tokens off to the side over here. All right. Now, a lot of what I've got in this stack over on to the right probably won't do much. I'm gonna get my sorting out here. Get the division back up and see what we can accomplish. We've got a decent amount of instance. Okay, so I've got a division between creatures, enchantments, sorceries, and the rest are lands. Okay, so I'm gonna set these 4 that are on the chopping block up top. We've got a set of different stuff here. The power of the super state compels. Swear it's my favorite card in the deck. It opens up just so much ridiculousness that I can't help but smile every time I play it. Okay, what's up? Hello, Mayan. To say this, what are you saying? Oh no, I don't like that you're popping in. Now I'm terrified of what you're gonna say. I hope every rare plus pull is bulk rares. We're done. Okay, that doesn't work, Mayan. We're already finished pulling. Too bad. We're already done. We're going through the hall a little bit now. We're going through the hall. Okay, so I wish death upon you. Why do you wish death upon me? What did I do? What did I do? I didn't do anything. I did absolutely nothing. Okay, so we got opened your boxes too fast? What do you mean too fast? It's been 2 hours. It's been 2 hours, Mayan. What do you mean? It has been 2 hours. I don't know what you're talking about here. I was busy. You were busy. You were dealing with stuff. Okay, so let's see. I'll target creature. Control gains life equal to its power. That's pretty fine. Tap target creature. If you control 3 or more artifacts, exile it, which is pretty darn good. Chaos Warp is always insane. Which owns the library? It was the top card library. It's a permanent card that put it onto the battlefield. Yeah, it was yeah, you were ice bending a hidden ice spell, and I'm sure you got a lot of freaking ice for it, which is heckin' awesome. You got to sit there and just farm ice, which is heckin' amazing. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna actually switch out Chaos Warp, and I'm gonna go redirect lightning here. The ice is still responding. I love that so much. That's so good. When you just get the ice to keep responding, the site never technically goes away. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not at all what I'm looking for. I'm wondering if I'm scannable though and jumpable though. No, because the site hasn't despawned, meaning they can scan you, but they'll get to the gate. They won't get to you. So they unfortunately still can't quite get inside. They're still stuck. You're still basically safe. Until the site actually despawns, you're safe. Which is fucking nuts. Because it means it's really hard for even gankers in mining ships to get you now. Because you're basically off grid. What are people gonna do? Down here. Put Chaos Warp in essentially what has become my site. Gankers and mining ships, unless they have a scanning ship with them, really can't. Yeah, exactly. They can't get to you. It requires them both to have a combat scanner and mining gank ships. It's such a specific 1-2 punch that who the fuck would have this? Oh no. Everybody send head pats for Tenshi. Everybody send Tenshi head pats. She gets head pats. Okay. Crashing wave is funny. Use of watery grasp. I don't know how much I actually want to change here. Okay, I mean that's technically why I'm pulling from the get swap pool. That is the entire idea. That I'm looking at. That I'm looking at. Right. Octopus form should probably go in there. Octopus form should absolutely go in there. That octopus form is funny. A very, very funny card. Because that just gives Kilo more opportunities to literally do fucking anything. And also gives it hexproof for a turn, which would be really, really good to have. A flexible card. Which is kind of good. I don't think I want to switch out Mindless Automaton here. Mostly because it is a good card, and I mostly just needed to switch one more thing out later down the line. And then thinking Airbender's Reversal to give myself some flexibility. The last Agni Kai is funny, but it requires me to get extremely big to use. Is kind of the problem. By the time I'm ready to use Last Agni Kai, I'm probably insanely big, and also what am I going to spend all that mana on? Realistically speaking. I'm sure there are situations where it would be good, but I kind of would want Airbender's Reversal instead. Because I don't exactly have problems. I mean, I guess I have problems finishing games, but better protection, I think, will serve me a little bit on the better side. Wow. Looking through this, is there anything that is jumping out at me? Not particularly. Okay, cool. We'll see how everything performs tonight. I'm definitely going to be bringing a couple of decks with me, though. I may not, and it is possible that I don't end up playing this specifically. It's not my usual crew, so we'll see. We'll see. I guess is the best thing I could say is we'll fucking see. Okay. Anything else that I want to sleeve immediately? Technically, yes, I want to sleeve. Could, in theory, there could be a world where I want to put in Avatar's Wrath protection, Referee's protection. Oh my god. Wonder if there is a world. What would I even switch out for Avatar's Wrath? It feels like so. It feels so specific. Because it's not something I'm just going to generically throw out there. And it also depends on the stage of the game that we're technically in. Okay. So a couple changes made. I mean, we'll see what happens. I haven't gotten to test this thing before the last round of changes. So... I'm also looking over some of the new additions, right? Because I added Kaith in there, because that helps get 1/1 counters on everybody as they're coming in, which is fucking nice. Karn keeps the mana going. Alcanor can help create more. You tested and you're already modifying. That's fine. This will be fine. Don't worry about it. This is why I keep all of the recent changes in a box. So it's easy to undo. To be fair, all of the cards that I switched out were cards that were getting switched out for other things anyway. And will likely get re-swapped out for the new modifications that we talked about before. Because I don't have all of them yet. Ow, my head! I'm not switching out anything that was already going to be staying in. I'm dumb, but I'm not that crazy. Alright. So I guess I didn't get Crashing Wave in there. I didn't get Honest Work in there, but that's probably fine. Not everything needs to go in. And we'll see what happens tonight. Because who knows what'll happen. I'm probably gonna get 1 or 2 rulings. I think my biggest thing is I'm definitely gonna get a couple of rulings wrong. Just with how the deck functions. Because I'm not the most literate on my cards.
You're gonna get floored.
I might. The thing is, my pod, when they go to a local game store, they usually do decent. Decently to good. And I might be underselling it. But we'll see what happens. I'm mostly there to have fun and play the game. Did Doodle grow up? Doodle did grow up. We got a new text-to-speech voice for Doodle. The Stream Elements one didn't work, and then we switched to a different voice, and it couldn't read. It was a good voice, it just couldn't read the text all that well. So we went with that one instead. So yeah. Oh boy, we got so many fun cards. Doodle went to mom. Heckin' Doodle. Heckin' Doodle. Whew. Well, thank you for being here, everybody. I know Magic isn't my normal wheelhouse. This is definitely something a bit different, and also I did it on an off day because my schedule kind of changed on me. But it was still a very, very, very fun time. I am very happy that we got to do this. We're gonna get to do it one more time in the next week or two. But yeah. So thank you, everybody. Is calling you father anymore? More like calling them mother. No, the only mommy here is Tenchi. I'm sorry. Doodle is still daughter. So yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. I kind of don't have anything else, and I kind of need to get ready. So thank you all for hanging out. You guys are the best. You're awesome. Dude, Tenchi is the crazy aunt. Tenchi is my crazy, amazing bean. I don't know if I would go aunt, though. Cat lady? Yeah. Tenchi is amazingly cool fox lady. That is what she is. Tenchi is super cool fox lady. She is great. Tenchi is crazy cat lady and you're the cat. I can't argue with that. That's pretty accurate, actually. That sounds about right. That's pretty good, to be honest. She is the crazy cat lady, and I am the fluffy kitty. She would yoink me if she had the ability. Absolutely, without question. So yeah, I'm not gonna make any more schedule changes, if I can help it. So I will be back for the next stream on Friday. She already does. True. Okay, I can't argue with that. I'm not sure what we're gonna do on Friday. It's very likely we're gonna end up doing more clans because fuck it, it's been fun. But yeah, so thank you everybody for hanging out and just being here and being amazing. I will go ahead and we're gonna send things over to Onyx, who's just doing some Fortnite. And yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. How about you schedule these nuts? How about I schedule your face? All right, we've got an ad coming up pretty soon. I'm gonna delay that. We don't need that. We're done here. We're done here. No more ads. No more ads. No more ads. So yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. You guys, I can't say it enough. You guys are the best, the greatest of all time. Thank you so heckin' much. So yeah. One thing that I admittedly feel like I'm struggling with a little bit is I want to do fun things for you guys. And I need to plan some better stuff to celebrate you guys for just being here. Because I don't feel like I do that enough. I want to celebrate everybody who just kind of hangs out somehow. So I'll think on that a bit, and I'll get back to you guys. If you have ideas, feel free to poke me and let me know. So yeah, thanks everybody again. Go ahead and start raiding out. Appreciate you all being here, and have a wonderful night. Thank you.